Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Greg. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good, Greg. It's a pleasure to talk with you. I had the pleasure of talking to you 3.5 years ago, and I've been a continual listener of yours since you started out with 22 stations, and I admire you very much.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you, Greg.
What's your problem?
Greg, we need your help to publicize our plan. We've been trying to get our organization together to raise money to be able to hire a public relations firm like Wells and Jacoby to publicize our organization. Where we are going to get the money, I don't know.
To publicize your plan.
In the movie 2001, based on the writings of Arnold Toynbee, he speaks of the plan that...
Well, excuse me, but the movie 2001 was based on the writings of
all human life is made of molecules.
Based on the writings of Arthur C. Clarke.
No, Greg. If you examine...
It was based on the writings of Arthur C. Clarke.
Oh, Greg, no.
Well, go on.
We have the writings.
Okay, go on.
Greg, in the writings of Arnold Toynbee, he discusses a plan which all human life can be easily reconstituted on the planet Jupiter.
Uh-huh.
Greg.
Yes. I'm listening.
Greg.
Yes.
In the writings of...
Yeah, I got it. Go on.
In the writings
No. I got it. Arnold Toynbee, human life on planet Jupiter.
As we're made up of molecules, Greg, and the atoms of all human life that ever lived are still in all of us.
Okay, I get it. They exist. They've just been rearranged.
Yes.
So?
We'd like to publicize our organization, Greg. We're very young, and we've just been in existence for over a year, and we want to publicize our theory. And Greg, we don't know how.
How do you publicize your theory to bring dead people back to life on Jupiter?
Yes.
Why? Why would you want to do this? Hello?
Yes.
Why would you want to do this? You see what I'm saying to you? What's the aim of your group?
Greg.
What are your plans?
Greg, I told you.
You said you want to bring dead people back to life.
Yes.
On the planet Jupiter.
Just as they showed us in the movies.
Well, I'm not sure that's what the movie was about, but be that as it may, why would you want to do that?
Oh, Greg, you can't mean it.
Well, yes, I mean it. What's the idea? You're walking down the street, there's Abraham Lincoln. Is that the idea?
Yes.
So anybody you want to talk to, so forth, there they are. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Well, who do you pick? Who picks them? You, your organization? I mean, do you have a program for this, or what are your goals?
To bring back all...
No, it's too broad. It's too broad. You can't bring them all back, can you?
I don't know.
Well, think about it. Think about it. You're talking about billions of people. They've lived at different times. They speak different languages. The ones that speak our language, it's changed over the years. The dialects are different. Customs change. Their lives have changed. Some have died violent deaths. Some are disfigured. Some have been decomposing. Now, listen to this. At what point do you bring them back? Right before they died? What if they were, say, ill? Or what if they were infirm? And so you don't do it then. When do you do it? You see what I'm saying? If some guy wants to come back at age 20 and you bring him back at age 55, is he allowed to change? Who's to say if he can or can't? What if he didn't want to come back at all?
Greg.
What about people who killed themselves because they didn't want to live? Some of them we know, we could leave out. What about the ones we don't know? Who's gonna pass on this? You and your organization? Well, then you're talking about something very much like fascism. Is that what you want? Because I'll tell you what you get very quickly is a state where only the pure can come back, or the good looking, or whatever the people in charge that day seem to feel is the ultimate good and tickles their fancy. Or do you just press a button and poof, everyone comes back? Hello?
Yes? But Greg, I mean...
Well, excuse me. Well, what do you have then? I will tell you what you have. You've got wars. And unless you think that being dead improved them, you see what I'm saying? You've got the same jealousies and misunderstandings you had the first time. And what do you say to some guy that's just come back from 1565 and he's on some foreign planet in some spacesuit and he's alive again?
He wouldn't be in a spacesuit.
Whatever. And who governs this August group? Or do they just get along? Not in this lifetime, friend. What do you think? That because they're on some foreign planet, that they're just gonna be all cooperation and goodwill? That they're just gonna forget about their human nature and live in joy? You're talking about heaven, my friend. Heaven does not exist. You think the fact that you bring all these people back is going to make them all philosophers? I don't think so. For a day, yes, maybe. But after a week, a month later, and I'm going to tell you something, it's going to be worse than it was before. And you know what you've got? Chaos. And anytime you get a state like that, you have a populace that thinks the world owes it a living, and it ends up being a tragedy. It doesn't hold up, even as a dream. It's not thought out. Oh, and has anybody thought about what they eat?
Toynbee says we can bombard the atmosphere with oxygen and reclaim the soil.
Does he? And what if he's wrong? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm telling you? Now, listen to me. The world is full of histories of people trying to live in utopias. It doesn't work. We wish it did, it doesn't. All right? All right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Let's move along.